You've probably heard of Dave Trott. He's a great writer whose whole shtick is telling interesting stories that don't really seem like they're about marketing, right up until he slaps you in the face with a conclusion that makes everything clear. Now, I love Dave Trott. I've read his books and I read his blog. I read it every Monday. And last Monday, I read something on his blog that would give my old history lecturer an aneurysm. Now, I'm sorry about the second Guns and Bombs video in a month, but I promise, this will pay off. Now, in his blog, Dave Trott described the German Tiger tank as, and I quote, the best tank of the war being World War II. It had the best firepower, it had the thickest armour, therefore, stands to reason, it is the best tank. I mean, it did also have the biggest resource cost of any tank of the war, and while the Germans were building their 1,300 Tigers, the Americans were building 50,000 Sherman tanks, and the Russians were churning out nearly 60,000 T-34s. But they say the Tiger killed 12 tanks for every one of their own that was destroyed, so therefore they must be the best, right? Not right. See, that sounds good until you look at the maths and you realise that the Soviets and Americans are outbuilding the Germans 82-1. And that's before you add on Britain and Canada and France and everyone else who had an issue with Nazism that they wanted to solve by throwing tanks at it. And then there's the elephant in the room. See, Tigers were notoriously bad at getting anywhere near British tanks or American tanks or Russian tanks because they had terrible engines and they had even worse transmissions. So you add in the engine breakdowns that turn these armoured monsters into a giant paperweight, and suddenly Tigers are only killing 5 tanks for every one that's put out of action. And there are 78 more Shermans and T-34s coming right over that hill. See, saying that the Tiger is the best tank of World War II, it'd be like saying that the best marketing content ever created is something with the most expensive art direction or the biggest celebrity endorsement, even though it's got a message so weak that it breaks down before it's in a position to sell any of your products. I mean, big, flashy and expensive, it looks good on paper, but if you really want results, you want something that's going to reliably get the job done time and time again. 82 less glamorous pieces of content, powered by a reliable, message-driven engine, will always outperform one white elephant, even when that elephant's a tiger. Oh, there's a butterfly. Please leave.